I do apologise, that wasn't Broad Sands after all, it was Elbury Cove. So there we are. So this is just an example of one of several coves that lie between the Broad Sands and Goodrington or something like that. I haven't looked up the actual thing, so I can't remember the name. And Goodrington is where we are trying to get to today, because after that is Paignton and Preston, which we've already done. And then beyond that is Torquay, which is, you can actually see Torquay just around the bend there. It's a long bend, believe me, and it's quite a way between Broad Sands and here. And there's several coves here. This is one, there's another one on the other side, sort of around that way. I think this is Oyster, but I could be wrong. And we're only half a mile now from reaching our destination for today, I've decided. And the reason I've decided that is because it's coming up to around 6 o'clock. It's high tide on all the beaches around here. And we are going to have tea at some point. So you can see there's not much to these beaches. Even if when the tide goes out, they're only going to be sort of across there. They're not going to be huge. But you see a little bit more about what I mean about some of the cliffs looking like they're about to collapse around here. There is a railway, a steam railway that goes between this Goodrington place and that Churston, and I would like to have a trip on that, even if it's just there and back. Whether I'll be able to do that when we get into Goodrington tonight, I don't know, because I have no idea how late they run. They are still running now, which is quite unusual for this place out of season anyway, so that may have to be something tomorrow. Again, I don't know exactly yet what I'm going to do tomorrow. The chances are quite likely it's going to be Torquay, since I haven't actually looked at any of the attractions around there yet. But there are also other things, like there's a pool world around here. So it depends on what everybody else is doing as well. There are also cove crossings by river that sort of run right across between the two, which I'd like to do. So it's still a bit up in the air as to what I'm going to do, and it will depend on the weather. It's turned quite nice now. Ironically, the weather forecast was the wrong way round. It said it was going to be nice in the morning and bad in the afternoon, and worse in the south, and it's exactly the opposite. It was wet in the morning, nice in the afternoon, more so on the south than on that side. So I'm going to head to I'll have to look and see what this place is actually called, because it's beginning to annoy me that I can't remember. You just talk amongst yourselves for a second while I find out what I've done with that little leaflet. Here we are. Goodrington, that was it. Goodrington Sands. Welcome to Goodrington South. At high tide. I hope. Look at those waves. Well, I think we can scrub the splashdown water parks off our list of things to do, and that's not just because we've arrived here so late it's closed. No, it's because it's all outside. Yes, I thought it would be inside, like a giant sort of swimming pool basically, but no, this is all outside. I can't get far enough away at the moment to show you the slides. Might be able to see them when they go round the corner. Maybe not. No. Maybe not, I don't know. Oh, yes, just up there, look. If I zoom you in, you might be able to see some of the tops, the very tops of the slides there. Can you see them? Anyway, those are the slides. They're outdoor. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So here I am now, high above the North Goodrington Sands. The South Goodrington Sands are there. You can see that they still have much sand, whereas here, nothing. Beyond that, behind there, over there, is what's called Young's Park, and that is a big Brewers Fair where I had my lunch. But you might like to know that that was actually the site of a Napoleonic hospital, in fact. So much so that there are areas around there that are marked by pillars. I haven't seen the pillars myself, but apparently they are, where those people that died in hospital, presumably, are buried. And this is just a little sort of headland basically, because over on that side is Paynton, that over there, that's Goodrington there, and then along on that side you can see, I can't remember what the next one along was, but we did pass through that one as well. And then there's the forest when it rained, and that there, Buxom at the end. And we started this morning about there. So this area here is Roundham Head, which is the thing that separates Goodrington, that's Goodrington North, that's Goodrington South, from Paynton, which lies on the other side of this little sort of peninsula bit which juts out. It's a set of terraces, in fact. I don't know if you can see from here, but there are two further terraces down that just follow the cliffside, just like this. In fact, we're going to meet up with them down here, and it's possible to basically zigzag along this very nicely kept. My goodness, look at those red hot pokers. They are nearly as good as mine, and I have never seen yellow hot poker plants before, but they come in yellow as well by the looks of it. Nearly as good as mine. Okay, twice as good as mine. In fact, there's thousands of them down here, but this is a set of terraces on this side which provide good views of this particular part of the sort of bay. I think there's Crazy Golf on the end there, something like that. And look at this field of them. Plenty more to come. Look down there. I can see several about to come up. Anyway, we are going to head home, and we could catch the bus, but my father's offered to come and collect us. I think he might bring my mother along because I mentioned that there was the Brewers Fair there, which is a lovely place to have a sup. So we might go there. So when we get to this area here, we're going to walk back, but on the terrace below.